Hola everyone, Enrique here. I'm going to talk today about crappy friends. And I don't mean the friends that are bad from the beginning. I mean friends that have become really bad at keeping in touch. Maybe you were best friends, you were very, very close friends. I don't know where they get a girlfriend, boyfriend, or maybe they move about an hour away and they just don't call, or they get new jobs. It could be a lot of different things, and you gotta weigh your options. Life gets in the way. My situation right now, there's a friend I saw every other day. Every other day, I'd see him. If there's some kind of event, some kind of social event of any kind, someone invites me to an art show, someone invites me to a wine tasting thing, I'll go. I would bring him every time. No question, and vice versa. He would bring me to his events. So he was one of my best friends. He got a girlfriend about a month and a half ago. I have not seen him in a month. And it's pretty shitty. No phone calls, nothing. So a few things go through my head, like why? What did he want from me? Was it that he had no one to hang out with, and I was just willing to hang out? That could be it. It might be it. But I'm not really going to talk about why. I'm going to talk about how you're going to deal with it. How do I deal with it? It's weird. It's strange. It's like a family member not wanting to hang out with me at all, which happens. um, Basically, how I learned to deal with it is it was a tough 1 week. About 1 week, it was like weird, and when they go away, you realize how dependent you really were on them. It occurs to you, and it's more about learning about yourself. And you're kind of like, do I really have a lot less friends than I thought? Someone invites me somewhere, I'm like, or I just don't, I just kind of blow it off, or better, even better. Friday or Saturday comes along, you don't know what to do. You have no plans. You're trying to jump aboard someone else's boat, but it's not flying. You see these Facebook posts with people out at different bars and clubs, and you're like, well, this sucks, You have nothing to do. So I took it for me as a learning experience about myself. It isn't their fault that they have other things to do, or they just don't communicate with you. It sucks. I mean, it does suck, but it's not their fault. You can't really change who they are. You can kind of maybe address the issue, maybe talk to them directly about it, but for the most part, you're going to have to let go. You have to loosen up. So that's what I did. It took about a week. I just started hanging out with everybody and anybody that would hang out with me. Or at some event, I would go on Facebook, look around, see a few events, and I'd be like, hey, can I go? I went, had a good time on my own, not stag, yeah, I went stag to this party. Met some other friends, made new friends, and I kind of like it. I like being independent, I'm learning right now to be more dependent, and I was not so codependent on someone else. Because before him, I've always had male friends that would just kick it with me. I've always been one of a two. You know, whether it be a girlfriend or a friend, I was always dependent. So take it as a learning experience. Loosen up. You're gonna have to deal with it. There's no solution. Someone's being a crappy friend. You're just gonna have to toughen it up, deal with it. Talk to them about it maybe once, but don't be so dramatic about it. Just talk to them a little bit about this is what you're feeling. But you can only do it once, maybe twice in like many months. The real thing is you just gotta learn to live your own life, you know. And they are a part of it still, but they're just a smaller part of it. That this is your journey, and that only you are gonna affect the way that it goes. So, anyways, I feel sorry for people like that. I feel sorry for guys and girls that when your friends kind of stop hanging out as much, and you have to deal with that. But you will survive, and you'll go on and you'll make a whole lot of new friends. Put yourself out there, and it'll help you become it'll help you learn about yourself. It'll help you become more your own person. I hope that makes sense. Those are just my thoughts on it because I'm going through it right now, and I've gone through it a couple of times already. So, peace out.